Wednesday, February the 23rd. Kun Tunsatit, why is it that Kun Min Kwan, who is leading the charge against the government of no confidence debates, looks to me like he's a bit hesitant now?
Well, maybe he's waiting for the right time to attack the government when now the palm oil issue has become a big controversy. And from all that we know, the Pheu Thai party has been divided over when to submit a no confidence motion.
What is the problem with the timing? If they can't do it now, which is a good timing as far as politics is concerned, because the government is on the defensive over the palm oil issue. But if you wait a bit longer, perhaps that would become a dead issue.
What we heard is that Songkran is the key issue.
Songkran.
Some groups in the party don't want to do it so close to Songkran because once Songkran comes, people will forget about everything. But also the other group said, okay, let's forget about Songkran and let's do it just before the government dissolve parliament. Just do it before Khun Napisit dissolve the House of Representatives.
Obviously, we'll not tell you when he's going.
Well, that's a guessing game for the Pheu Thai party. But if they want it to be effective, they have to attack the government in connection with the palm oil controversy.
Yes.
At the really near of the government term.
So it's quite soon then. It's the next few weeks.
Yes. If they anticipate the government Khun Napisit to dissolve parliament sometime around after Songkran or at the end of April or at the beginning of May, they have to do it just before that. So that when people going to the poll, people going to vote, they will remember what the opposition said during the censure debate. This is another school of thought in the opposition bloc. Some people, of course, said if you do it now, once Songkran comes, people will forget about everything.
So the timing is important, but then timing is a bilateral thing because timing on opposite side is something else.
It's something else.
I've heard Kun Suthep Thuksuban, the Deputy Prime Minister, talking about June. If it's June, then of course the opposition will have enough time to do it. But it could be a trick. Suthep might have floated the balloon to trick the opposition into thinking that we could wait until June. But then they might preempt that by doing it earlier, and then that would make it impossible for Min Kwan to show his ability to lead the charge against the government.
If you ask me, Kun Suchai, the time is now.
Yeah.
If you look at the Bangkok poll, it's so obvious that the people is so angry, so upset about this palm oil shortage.
Well, it's not you and me knowing this. The Pheu Thai party, they know a lot more than us, so they must also be thinking now is a good time. Perhaps because Kun Min Kwan's performance in the budget debate wasn't so impressive, and some MPs.
Well, this is something about the Commerce Ministry that something that he should be familiar about. I don't know. But if you look at the figures, this is the first time Khun Napisit stands second in the list of ministers who the people think should be censored.
Really?
So this never happened before. In the past, people will say that Kun Suthep or Sopon Salam.
Because Napisit will be down below the list, right? Far below in the bottom of the list. But now he is up there, meaning that the people are also beginning to doubt his ability. But I read somewhere that Kun Thaksin Shinawat phoned in the other day to the Pheu Thai party discussing Kun Min Kwan's performance. And he was quoted as saying that, oh, it's fine, Kun Min Kwan is a polite guy. He would not attack anyone. So I think Kun Chalerm may have to help him a bit, spicing things up a bit. So
he needs some coaching from Chalerm.
Coaching, or maybe Kun Chalerm should join the no confidence debate. And that might have offended in a way Min Kwan. Min Kwan would not like the idea of being overshadowed by Kun Chalerm.
And this palm oil controversy had a lot to do with some tricky manipulation of stock and everything, which is a very good game of Kun Chalerm. Kun Chalerm is really familiar with this kind of stuff. But if you talk about mismanagement of resources, that could be area of Kun Min Kwan. So
So you know, the reluctance may not be on the part of Kun Min Kwan. I think the reluctance to launch the no confidence debate against the government might have come from Thaksin himself, of not really trusting Kun Ming Kwan's ability to really hit hard enough. So he's trying to get Cherlem to join Ming Kwan, and he knows that Ming Kwan is not too happy with that. He knows Cherlem is not too happy either because he doesn't want to join hands with Ming Kwan. Cherlem wants to do a solo thing. Ming Kwan also wants to do a solo thing, but Thaksin wants to both of them
to join hands.
To do.
That would be the best case scenario for Kun Thaksin actually.
But he wants that, but he is only offend one party or the other if he does that. So perhaps that's a real reason behind what we all are looking forward to, and that is a real hard knock against the government to see how Pheu Thai can really achieve that. At least we know the problem is there, but we want the opposition to show that it is capable of putting a dent in the government. Prove it.